Hi, this is the guy here. I'm being less energetic because I'm a bit tired now. So this is Grand Blue. I played Grand Blue a bit, not enough to be confident in to do this deck, but I have enough cards to make a deck. Might as well make a deck profile of it while I still can in this dying game. Which is telling the truth because this game is dying as of this recording, which is June 10, 8:50 p.m. We have less than 19 days of this beloved game. Okay, let's start with the strides. Let's go with one we have the most copies of, which is a triple rare, which is Married. Married skill is counter plus one once per turn. Act skill. Turn a card in your G zone face up, most likely herself. So you can call a card from your drop zone up to the same number of copies of herself face up in your G zone. Increase this unit power by the original power of the units called by this card effect. So don't think this thing does is it just fills up your board for cheap because it's just counter plus one and flip itself face up. First stride, it does nothing because you only call one. Second stride, it calls two. Third stride, it calls three. Yeah, that's it. This just fills up your board. So she can be your first stride or your second stride. But in the end, Obadiah is still king of being first stride because his skill is when placed, pick pick three specific cards, and mill them. And that's the next skill is just a bonus. If you have a ghosty card in your drop zone, you can superior call it. And you know what's so funny? The stride father for Nightrose is a ghosty. As such, you stride with Tommy as a cost. Obadiah calls Tommy in the center column because that's the only target. Which at the same time means you can call over Grenache, which is great because Grenache is useless on the board. He's only useful after he's been to the drop zone. But he's still so useful because the skill of Grenache is he counter charges too when he dies via a hollow skill and he has retire protection. Not resist though. If it was resist, it would be slightly better because lock would be the bane. Then next up would be Nightrose. I'm running the old Nightrose because I don't have copies of the new Nightrose. And the thing is, it's like I'm not willing to spend GR mats for the new Nightrose, which just calls cards, and I'm not, and doesn't say when this unit attacks. The new Nightrose doesn't say when this unit attacks. The other GR looks like it's a main phase card because it doesn't say at the end of the battle or when this unit attacks. Without those words, they are useless as GRs because you need cards that can give you an extra attack because you want those, or cards that can retire so you can do something in Vanguard 0. Which brings us to this one, Negro Songer, the poor man's Nightrose, because he's a triple rare, which means and he's a persona, and he's not locked to GB2. He can be your first trade as well. You have to discard a card from your hand though. Look top 4 cards, put a card in your drop zone, call a card from that drop zone, that unit gets plus 5k for each face up card in your G zone. Which means Negro Songer is better than Nightrose. Because Nightrose doesn't even give power. The only thing she does is she gains a crit and she second stride. She gains a crit. That's it. That's her only skill. She gains crit and it's counter plus 2. Negro Songer discards a card, but in the end you don't really use your hand for cards anymore. You only want your hands to have PGs and stuff and stride fodder cards to discard for stride. So you have enough fodder for the cost for Negro Songer. Then we have our one-offs, which is Jumble Dragon. You can replace him with something. He's another possible first strike, but he's more or less a filler card. This goes one place. You mill the 4 cards of your deck. For each card filled, this gets plus 5,000 for each non-trigger. Put into your drop zone. If there are more cards or triggers for put in your drop zone, call a card from your drop zone. So if you put 2 triggers, if you get unlucky to Put two triggers from your. You mill two triggers, you call a card. And he's just a poor man's Obadiah. She basically does Obadiah's thing, except Obadiah you can pick, which brings better than harmonics, which I really need to make a specific video for her. And I can really say she's a girl because harmonics Messiah has a face of a girl if you watch the movie. Yes, Vanguard has a movie and has a live action movie, which Yu-Gi-Oh does not have. Then we have Megiddo, Moy Megiddo. Because yes, for Megiddo. Megiddo's our finisher. She's like a real finisher. Like all the evangelical clans, all of them can use Megiddo. Some of them they don't need it because they don't have space. But if they have the option to, they would have because Megiddo is so strong. As the finals, right? If your opponent's at 5th damage, she's perfect because she can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks to the Vanguard. If your opponent's unlucky, 6 attacks. Unlucky, unlucky, and it's just 2 intercepts, 4 attacks. Back row intercepts, like 5 back rows, at least 2 attacks to the face. Then we have the original Nightrose because the new Nightrose skill brings you closer to deck out. Because the skill that counts, which is the stride skill here, brings you to deck out. And the new skill, the GP2 skill of it, being Vanguard record, I don't really see the use of it, so that's why I don't run her. Nightstorm is still a must because he's an attack extender. He's an attack extender. You don't really use him for this skill, you only use him for this skill and the hollow skill, which can only be activated when you are in GB1. 2 crits because I need more soul. I ran out of soul too quickly because this guy and this girl consumes the same resource, and I think counterblast. So yeah, there's that. Now for the grade 2s, Negro Lazy, ideal card. I must be a 4 of in the deck because it calls you a card. Cannoneer, you can bring this down to 2 and bring another card or something, like more copies of this guy, which is our 16k beater, because if you just call him 11k becomes hollow, 16k, so big numbers. Then 1 King Serpent to be our counter charger, soul charger thing, because we need to use counters and we need to use soul sometimes. Then Maltreat Shade to counter charge, and that's it. There's also this other card I forgot, but I only have 1 copy of it. And even if you do have a copy of it, it's just its skill requires boost when it attacks the Vanguard, and that thing dies to back row intercept. That thing dies to back row intercept. Like you can't use it when your rear guards have back row. Might as well use the extra space for something to keep you alive, like multi-state counter charges and addition attacks, and prevents you from decking out because you put herself back, so prevents you from decking out. Cannoneers on place hollow, counterblast 1 retire, so technically counterblast 2 because you majority of the time you'll spend 1 counterblast to revive him and another 1 to activate the skill. And everything here besides Cannoneer and Serpent is an 11k beater at some form. So there's that. Then generic countercharging PG, Stride Fodder. The reason why I'm not running the triple R hollow PG is because I never ended up using the skill. Like she's in my drop zone, never got to use her. Kinda pointless. Sure, she can recycle herself, but like I never end up using her, so might as well get extra counter charge something. And Stride Fodder, you know the gist of it. If you watch any Vanguard video in GU that uses a Stride Fodder, which is charges our main right and can be the cost for Stride. Negro Bone, extra attackers, does not follow but gives an extra attack, and it is not Vanguard specific. Is it Vanguard specific? It is Vanguard specific. By the way, gives you an extra attack, which is important. Then our other card that prevents us from knockout Fetal Shade. Actually, this card is slightly better than what's the other one? Maltreat Shade, because she can call a card from a drop zone. So at the end of turn, all your cards are gone because of Hollow. You have an intercept, which is better compared to Magi. I haven't seen a Magi deck with an intercept. So there's that. Then I already talked about Grenache earlier, so there's no need. I need to drink water. And hope we find an opponent. And side note, Grand Blue was pretty hard to use. I tried using it in triple counts, but I always ending up timing out with it, because it's like you do so many plays during your turn that it consumes time. Like you'll either time yourself out, or yeah, it's just too complicated. Oh, sadness. We can't find an opponent. That is just sad. Like, but then again, the game is dying, and majority of people play the game are in Asia, so majority of time it's already sleeping time for Asia players. So currently it's like 9 p.m. But let's hope we get an opponent that at least show the deck out. I can't find good opponents because I can't be picky. Because again, the game is dying. I literally just said we have 19 days left. We have literally 19 days left. At best! 20 days if we are being generous. 20 days. But that's being too generous. We literally have 18 days in actuality to play this beloved game. And that's why I'm making so much Vanguard content right now. Normally I just stream or just relax and do nothing, but because the game has an official deadline, so I'm trying to max it out. Like putting cards in, making decks that I normally don't play because I don't see the point, because they're not valid in rank. But then again, with so many good players already quitting the game because it's like, what's the point of playing? Okay, facing a powerful deck. And I was talking about back row interceptors a while. And Gear Chronicle is the king of back row interceptors because they literally have the most unfair card, Lepada. But then again, Lepada is there to counter what's his name again? Altmail. Altmail is Lepada was to counter Altmail because Altmail very strong deck once you get its semi loop going, which is where it can attack multiple because of its grade 2 cards. Altmail, the G zone, you don't care much about the G zone in Altmail. You care more about the G1, the G2s. Okay, I get first stride, so I have a higher chance of winning because Gear Chronicle has a time limit for you. You only have until their third strike to do anything. And I run crit, so there's just a maybe double jet is gone. Double jet is gone. Did they get the jet? I forgot. I'll check the logs. Vlog. He adds it to his hand. Okay, a single intercept. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ride King Serpent. No, no need to ride King Serpent. maxing out my bullets Cannoneer. Okay, I'm unable to strike Obadiah, which is kinda sad. Because Obadiah is such a good card. Because I want to strike Obadiah when I have a card to discard, which is Ghosty. Which is why I was tempted to put a Ghosty Crate here or something. But remember, Center column, which means it counters the grade 2, so it has to be only a grade 1 Ghosty. And there's like only one good grade 1 Ghosty, which is the card that got buffed in 0. Because I forgot that Ghosty card, but in 0 is a double rare and its skill is when placed. Pick a card in your drop zone and mill it. Any card, just that card. Which makes it good. But sadly, and that's the only good aspect of it. That's the one of the advantages of Grand Blue, that you can make your deck very techy. Like you can have so many 1-ofs or 2-ofs in the deck, because it's like any card any card as long as it hits the drop zone is something usable. And cards in the damage zone, they're just temporary. They can go to the drop zone when you heal. Come on, give me Cannoneer. Okay, got Cannoneer. Okay, I could have gone a better combo. I could have called Negro Lazy here, then call Grey 1 to boost Cannoneer. Oh well, the more you know. At least I have 2 intercepts, so there's that. You already have a grade 3. So maybe swinging, pushing. Maybe I called the grade 2 would have been better because its hollow state will activate. Oh well. I can try next turn, I can try Obadiah, but I don't really need to try. That's the only downside of Obadiah. So if you have a good drop zone as is, you don't need Obadiah anymore. Obadiah just becomes a death. Oh my gosh. Was my mic there the whole time? Oh my gosh, you guys weren't listening to me. Oh my gosh, I just did not explain you, or at best you didn't hear anything. Oh my gosh, I have to redo the video? Wow. Never mind. I already put the words, so there's no need. But in short, Marid is useful to fill up your board. As a first stride, not that useful. Obadiah is the king of first strides because of choice mill of 3 cards and possible free revival of a ghosty card, which is most likely the Stride of Order, which is most likely your only ghosty card in the deck. Then the first G4 Nightrose for being a finisher because it can give you 1 extra attack if your opponent's at 16,000 or less. And Negro Song is a better Nightrose G4 because the next card gets +5 for each face-up card in your G-Zone. And it's not blocked to GB2, so you can possibly win with that as your first stride. And he's the poor man's Nightrose there. Pretty good card. We don't run the new Nightrose because the skill is bad. Because it mills you more cards. and its GB2 skill is not that good, in my opinion, as a Vanguard card. That's why you run 4 copies of original, 3 copies of Nightrose, and 2 copies of the Nightrose crit support. We run 2 copies of Nightrose crit support for soul charging and the crit pressure. And 3 copies of Nightstorm because attack extender, but sadly it's only Vanguard specific. And that's grade 3s, grade 2s. Mari, this to prevent deck out and counter charges 1. Cannoneer to retire. Okay, let's check the drop. How many Cannoneers do I have? I only have 1 Cannoneer. I can make it 2. Okay, Cannoneers there to retire. More Cannoneers means you can call 2 to kill 2, which I need to kill 2. And one 16k. What is it? A 16k beater becomes 16k if it's hollowed, which you most likely call it hollow. Then grade 1's 4 copies of the counter-charging PG and 4 copies of the Stride Fodder. You know what the Stride Fodder does. And 3 copies of Negro Bones for multi-attack. And that's about it. And sadly, I can't do anything because I ran out of counter-charge. I ran out of counter blast, so there's that. Hopefully, I don't drive check or crit. Do I even have crits left? I don't have crits left, so it's okay. My opponent got played well. Then 2 copies of Fatal Shade to prevent deck out. Like I have 5 cards, 6 cards to prevent deck out, which is a thing. One intercept, which will just go to the deck, and I just increase my chances of deck out. Oh my gosh. Just to prevent deck out. Because I'll draw a card if I stride. I'm dead if I stride. I can't even stride. Oh my gosh, I just misplayed a lot because like I somehow activate the hollow skill for Negro Lazy. Because you should not activate the hollow skill Negro Lazy. Well, I misplayed a lot. But then again, I barely use Grand Blue. This is like my 5th or 6th time using Grand Blue, so there's that. Then again, I played it on stream before, so I showed it works sometimes, so there's that. But then again, I wasn't able to do a pretty good place. Like Obadiah was supposed to be our first stride. Instead, I went with Jumbo Dragon. The poor man's Obadiah. Because since he's a double rare, so he's literally poor man's Obadiah if you go try build a deck with double R cards or less. And oh my gosh, is that 4 cards in my deck? I have a chance to win. Not really. Only have 3 guard cards left and I am sadly at 5th damage. So GG for me, I lose here. But in the end, I showed this deck just so to tell people in the future that I have it. And this is not all the gameplay footage of this deck. There's some on my Twitch VODs, which I uploaded on YouTube. And if you're watching this, the game was already ended July 5 when this video will be uploaded, and this will be uploaded on June 14th. I think June 14th on Rumble. So if you're on Rumble, if you're a Rumble viewer, you guys are getting this early by close to a month. That's mostly because you guys don't get Twitch VODs. But then again, Gear Chronicle is like tier 1 of the deck, including Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle, and Gear Chronicle is like tier 1. Nobatama is there as well. But I haven't seen people use Nobatama recently. Maybe they got outshined by Gear Chronicle because Gear Chronicle is just so good. Gear Chronicle must be just so good, and I lost. I did do some misplays like activating Negro Lazy Skill. Sheesh, that thing really cost me the game. That cost me the game, kinda. But in the end, the only thing that it did was force me to remove one intercept, but one intercept would not give me the game. That's the one intercept will not give me the game. It might help me survive, but my opponent just did such god tier plays, or just generic good plays for Gear Chronicle. And fun fact, did you know that Pirates of the Caribbean will never be able to get Johnny Depp anymore? Because of what they did. Same thing with Harry Potter. That's getting a little bit too political. But then again, Pirates, there's no good other pirate franchise. There's like Treasure Planet, which is another Disney thing. It's another Disney thing. Okay, this is Asha, by the looks of it, it's a little bit old school Asha. Because I think the new one doesn't use the grade 1 cartoon. Okay. Okay, you should own. I don't have a Nightrose. That's the only downside of not running 8 Nightroses. The chances of not getting a Nightrose is higher. But then again, I don't even have a grade 3. And the deck is really weird. Yeah, it's like old school Neo Nectar. I'm a bit of a Game of Thrones fan, but not enough to officially buy any of the merchandise or books or anything. But still, season 8 really hurts. I haven't even watched the what was it again? I haven't officially watched the prequel series House of the Dragon, but I already know how it ends because House of the Dragon's ending is well known to the Game of Thrones community if you actually read the books. Because House of the Dragon, unlike Game of Thrones, the era it's set in is already finished. We already know how it ends and everything. And there's also pirates as well in Game of Thrones, like the Reavers of the Ironborn, the Slavers from Essos. And Jorah Mormont, slaver and ex-lord of House Mormont of Bear Island. Uh, ay, pirate stuff. Don't think they turn pirates in Vanguard like they turn it from macho, big, scary men to sexy, handsome men and women. Like, see, have you seen Seven Seas Captain Nightmist? Have you seen Nightstorm? Have you seen Nightrose? Oh well. I'm picking Obadiah because I actually want to filter. The extra call is just a plus, not something you really need. Which kind of hurts me because I like to maximize as much as possible. But you shouldn't maximize enough that detriments your plays. Calling a stride father. Help filter the deck. Calling double cards to prevent deck out. Okay. Game of Thrones. And also, I've been part of the Red page, and people are asking me to become a YouTuber for Game of Thrones. Mostly because I'm in the side that has the least amount of members, called the Greens, in the Dance of the Dragons era of the Civil War. Okay. Naira is a character which might get me downvotes or dislikes. It's not that great because she's like the generic, badly written female protagonist type character. Badly written. She reminds me of Korra so much from after the last Legend of Korra. Extremely poorly written. Ugh. Okay. I have two intercepts. That's the thing. Okay, Rhaenyra. Then again, majority of the Civil War is because of Viserys. Because it's like Viserys Targaryen. I should just make a separate whole run video about my run of Viserys Targaryen. But then again, it's all on the books, based on the books and how the dance came to be. Like, he made his daughter heir and chooses to remarry. That's it. That's dumb. Like, that's pretty dumb. Because it's like extra claimants to the throne puts weakness on the heir's claimant unless the heir is very well liked. In the history of House of the Dragon, not a single claimant besides Aenys went and successfully went to the throne without any hiccups. Like, the problem with Aenys is he was a very weak king. Game of Thrones rant in a Vanguard Zero video. Then again, who will even watch this? By the time people watch this, it's already July. And on YouTube and Rumble, nobody even goes on Rumble, so there's that. If you're a Rumble viewer, please comment to prove me that I'm wrong. And tell me if you are Team Green or Team Black. Team Green is Aegon and you follow the president of what Jaehaerys did and the Great Council. If Team Black, you like what Viserys did, which was naming the heir being Rhaenyra, and that's it. But still, if you're a guy, you should be Team Green because what Rhaenyra did was so bad. in modern standards. Like, ugh. This is Counter Blast 2. Only have 2 counter blasts. Only have freaking 2 counter blasts. I have freaking 2 counter blasts. I can't do anything with this. I have no choice. I really hope that I live long enough to go Moigedo or something. I crit, I gain a PG check. If I don't crit, oh well. I heal instead, nice. Oh well, a whiffed heal. Okay, trigger. Okay, not a trigger. Okay, 2 PGs down range, but then again, one of them will be my damage zone. So 1 or 2 of them will be my damage zone. So there's that. What does this card do? I think I have a copy of this. Vanguard, turn a card in G zone face up to call card bloom with no trigger and up to a card with the same card name as a card each. Up to 2 cards from back row. Ooh. Gives an extra 2 attacks, which I can block. So GG's kinda. Because in the end it does nothing to me. You heal. I take power and I draw a card. I don't have enough. I need to be GB3 before this to do anything. So I will now try this card. Yeah, this card. Because that card actually has its usefulness. Just go Cannoneer or something. To counter charge. Call this card here. Swinging. Swinging. You only have 2 cards in your hand. I need to get a trigger, but each trigger just brings me closer to that. I don't even think I have triggers left. I have no triggers left in deck. I am discarding Necrobones. Just to prevent deck out, man. Deck out is scarier. Double heal card, but he has no cards to stride with. So I might survive because he can't do anything right now. Counter charge 1. Once again. Counter charge again. And does he have a free turner? Okay. Does not draw a card. Okay, you draw a card. You may draw a card. Do you have enough for stride? Okay. The thing. Do you have enough for stride now? Thing is, you're still a 3 attack deck. You have enough for stride. You're still a 3 attack deck unless you go Primavera. And I was right, Primavera. GG for me. No wait, not GG because he needs cards to be at least 11k base to deal damage. Okay. This thing has a skill. Okay, 2 11k base units. I am now GG. I accept my defeat. I did numerous misplays, but I'm okay with them because I have made this video. I tried my best and didn't work out. I made numerous misplays. Actually, this game didn't do that much misplays though. No, I miscalculated with my CB costs. Yeah, miscalculated with my CB costs. That's it. Primavera, very useful card. And I'm dead now, like, this is just so strong though. And I'm dead now. I used Jack decks, I lost in both games. But then again, Neonectar had more support. Neonectar had like better support? I'm not really sure. Damn it, I should have... I didn't double stride, oh well. I should have chosen to value more on Marid so I could be able to go Migeto. But oh well. That's game. And you see the misplays I did. Just don't do them. But the deck is okay. You can watch my stream VODs of it. Thank you guys for watching. Maybe my low energy contaminated the stream. I mean contaminated the video. Thank you guys and subscribe. Hopefully we would have a better Vanguard deck video soon.